Welcome back. Welcome back to a very sunny Sussex, out on the match pond. Yes, I was on the match pond last time I was here. I was planning on going on the Tench pond, but it's quite busy actually. There's about 3 people on there at the moment, and it's not a massive pond, so I don't want to get in anyone's way. And also, filming and things is always a bit awkward when people are around. So I've come up to the match pond. Going to be here for a few hours. It's 2 o'clock now. Stay on this one just for a couple of hours, see if I can get some fish out, and then drop back to the match pond. Drop back to the Tench pond for the evening. See if we can't pull one of them out. So for now, I'm going to get the gear set up, get some bait in the water, and let's just see if we can't break the duck, as they say. Can't see any ducks, but there is a moorhen over there. See if we can do that. Beautiful setting, loads of fish moving around on the top. Let's see if we can get a hook up. So, quick run through the gear, as ever, nearly always the same. Avon rod. Put the big reel on because I don't want to lose a fish in the weed. Visi Wag 2 antenna float, waggler float, whatever the sort of thing is. The one with the markers on to see lift bites. Couple of locking shot, down to a 4-pound hook link, size 14 hook. It's just one of these pre-tied ones, one of those pre-tied, nice and easy, you know, loop to loop. And because the target was tench, or the idea was tench, there are tench in here, but you know, we can live and dream. I thought I'll go and get some quite sort of tenchy ground baits, and I picked up the hemp seed. As you can read there, all the fish will eat it, so got no problem with that. And then I went for some liquid krill additive. Apparently this is a new one. I don't know, it's new to me, it's all new to me. And then on the hook I've got maggots, I've got worms. I'm going to chop some worms into the ground bait. But there's fish moving all the way around me, and I really wish that I had some bread, because I could have surface fish for them. But hey, oh well, we're here. We're gonna get something, I hope. Stick around, gonna get this slop mixed up. There's a duck. Let's break the duck. So I've had a bit of interest already, but there must be a lot of small fish down the bottom because they keep just poking at it, and obviously it's a size 14 hook, so going to take a nice size fish to take it. But this is what they're after. Just got a section of worm and 2 red maggots, so you can't argue with that, can you? I think the ground bait certainly brought them in, so we're on for a winner. Just got to convert one of these takes to a fish in the net. Let's keep at it. Well, we've had the first fish. Not really what I was after, but certainly one for the books. It's probably the smallest carp I've ever caught. I thought it was like a roach or something, but it's got the fin of a carp. Yeah, lovely to have. It's broken the blank. It's broken the blank anyway. But let's try and get one a few times his size. And a tench. Really want a tench. Absolutely loads of these little guys down there. They're taking bigger baits as well, which isn't what I wanted. I don't know whether they're hybrids, whether they're F1s, whether they're just tiny carp. But oh well, it's a bit of sport for now. Family of ducks just making their way across the pond there. Lovely to see. I may have to up my game, shall we say, and put on bigger bits of worm to just try and deter these tiny carp. Yeah, I've had like 5 or 6 now. I haven't filled them all. But hey, I will keep plugging away at them, and hopefully I might get something a bit better. Someone a bit different, but also a bit better. Look at that, lovely colours in the fins there. I think that's probably a hybrid actually, but beautiful to have. Beautiful colours. Back he goes. But I've switched over to full, almost whole worms now, because I was just getting pestered by those little ones. So if I can keep getting stamps of that for the next sort of half hour, 40 minutes, I'll be happy, and then I can go and have a look at the Tench pond and see if it's freed up a bit. Now on the Tench pond. Nothing much came of that one up there, a few more small fish, but nothing magic. So I've come down here, really picturesque. You might have seen a video of me here before. I've thrown some of the ground bait in a couple of areas. I'm going to go back onto the worm and the maggot, and hopefully we can end the day on a high by hooking something green. So let's do that. Let's get another bait in the water and hope for the best. Just loose feeding with some hemp seed over the top. Don't know how much of that will actually reach the bottom with all the fish going absolutely nuts. Well, we did say we were hoping for something green. Look at this. Look at that little guy. Ooh, and he's a live wire. Ooh, he's a chubby little one actually. There we go. Getting the right way around. Look at that little guy. Absolutely beautiful in the in that evening sunshine. Right, show the fish the respect he deserves and put him in the net. Yeah, honey, come on. What an absolute little gem. Look at him. Oh, glorious. Off you go, little buddy. Straight down into those weeds. Well, we asked for something green and we got a green one. Not one of the big ones. I've never seen any fish out of this pond that's been of mentionable size. Apparently they go to £5. I've not seen them. But anyway, that's one ticked off the list. First tench of the year. I'm not complaining. Magic in miniature, as they say. Now we can just ask for another one. So from one cast where I've just caught that tiny tench to the next cast where I've just caught something that I've said I've never caught from here before. Crucian. Lovely little crucian carp there, look. See if he'll stick his fin up. Yeah, see him in the light, nice and gold. That is certainly now a trip worth having. It's another tiny one, but guess what? It's another tick off the list. Let's see if he'll just hold still enough just to be able to get a picture of him. There we go, look at that. Beautiful gold. Tiny crucian carp. Our native carp species in the UK. First proper one I've had. I've had hybrids. There's a chap who lives quite close to us who keeps telling me, see you later. There's a chap who fishes the rivers slightly further up from where I fish, and he keeps telling me about all these different hybrids that we catch. So tell me now, was that a crucian? Or was that another strange goldfish hybrid? I'd love to know. Well, I think after achieving the target species for the day, we deserve a little celebration. Hazy Jane Peach. It's a lovely little beer, this. That's to the 2 fish that we wanted to catch today within 2 casts of each other. That's how it happens sometimes. Good day. It's quieting down a bit now. Well, I can't say it's quieting down a bit. It hasn't been a busy day at all. It's been a very relaxing day. Well, afternoon, just as it dipped there. Wait, progression. It's whenever I fire the camera up. I should just record all the time. But yeah, gonna give it the 5-minute warning. Gonna be wrapping it up shortly. Hopefully I'll be out on the river at some point soon. It's got a fortnight now till the river's open, so looking forward to that. Hope to get out and do another overnighter as well. I was talking, Paddy commented on one of my videos saying, you know, you should go and find that other mound on your bike and go and do an overnighter out there, and I thought that was actually what I had in mind to do. So I'm watching this float still because it is ducking and diving, but I know there's lots of small fish just knocking it. Small fish jumping all over the place as well. But it's going down but not staying down. Yeah, I'm going to wait for this bite to progress, as they say. Hope to be out again soon, doing some more bushcrafty stuff, or more bike stuff, or more wood stuff. You know, there's plenty coming up in the summer. I want to do a bit more of the primitive firelighting. I want to do the flint and steel video part 2. I want to do an overnighter this summer. Yeah, and some more fishing. Gonna get down the river. River's open in 2 weeks' time, so got to get on there. So, if this is it, this is it. Thank you for watching. So glad we got those 2 target species, but you know, you never know. There could be a last minute fish. So, all the best, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Bye. So, welcome back to a part 2 of this video. Come down to the lake that's had all the work done on it. It's a silver fishing lake. They've put loads of lovely looking tench and bream and all sorts of things in here. So I'm just hedging my bets, really, just trying my luck. Ooh, dragonflies. As you can see, on the pin, match rod, pin, got the lightweight antenna float. Yeah, just trying a bit of that, see what comes of it. Turned up, car park was absolutely rammed, and I thought, oh god, I'm never going to get a space on it, because I thought everyone would want to be fishing the new lake that's just reopened. But it's actually me and only one other person fishing it. Everyone else is on the other lake, which is more carp heavy. And I'm thinking I'd rather catch a lovely brand new tench or roach or something, because we've got every chance here of catching something that's never been caught before. So I'm going to keep plugging away. Got a little bit of ground bait in, feeding maggots. Got half a tub of maggots next to me. 2.5 hours. Let's see if we can't get a fish out. Beautiful lift bite by a nice fish there. Oh, onto another one. Oh, it's just come off. Little roach, I think that was. Check those maggots. A little bit chewed. Straight back on top. another one. There we go, that's a better one. That is a better one. Ooh. What do we have now? Is that 10? Can't we see? There's a tench. Oh. First tench out of the new pond. Get the mat and we'll have a look at it. Lovely. Lovely green one. Don't go on that hard ground now. Get the hook out of the way. So first fish out of the new pond. Give him a bit of tonic immobility, as old Graham keeps saying. There you are. Chill. Lovely looking fish. Absolutely gorgeous. First fish caught out of the new pond happens to be my favourite species. Little male tench. Perfect. So he's going back. He's a live wire. Got it. There you go. Beauty. Keep looking away from it and then catching it out of the corner of my eye and thinking, did it move? Did it move? Yeah. Got some of that dark ground bait again. Right out a bit actually. Bit of a bob. So I just knocked up a few little ground bait balls, chuck those over the top. A few maggots just over the top of those. Get some interest. One of those, much needed. If you haven't seen these before, they're a much needed one after a couple of sherbets the night before. Had a very good barbecue last night. I had a few hours and I thought, let's get down the lake, we'll get to the pond, just see if we can't snag ourselves a couple of nice fish. But we've already made the trip worthwhile in my opinion with that tench, so anything from now on is an absolute bonus. Right, welcome back then guys to part 3 of Can We Catch a Tench? We've been very lucky so far on part 1 when we caught that first really tiny one. Part 2 we caught that potentially never caught one before, and hopefully in part 3 now we will repeat our luck and catch one that potentially has never been caught before. We're back on that lake, so this is the pond that has had all the work done on it, and I am here to, well, as I said, try and snag another potentially pristine, never caught tench. Just rigging up the Avon rod now, exactly the same setup as the first trip. The only thing that's changed is at the moment, oh, done that. The only thing that's changing is I'm just putting on a size 16 hook instead of the 14 that I did have on there. So hopefully, because there's a few smaller fish in here, that will produce a little bit more. And yeah, we might be able to see a few more fish. Got to replumb the depth, get a bait in the water. I've already just chucked in a handful of sort of smashed up bread, and there's, you know, things are going nuts, so hopefully won't be too long until we can show you a fish. I've borrowed one of the keep nets, so if things do start picking up, then I can put a load of stuff in the keep net and we can have a good look at some fish at the end. But for now, let's get plumbed in and get a bait in the water. Wish us luck. First one then, one of the new roach. Lovely silverfish. I can see myself getting a lot of these, so I'm going to put that keep net in. Maybe stop them from charging straight back into the swim. So, and it also gives us something nice to look at the end of the session. So, right, so I'm just going to mix up a little bit of ground bait just to try and feed off those little fish. I've got a real load of bits from the freezer all put in here. You've seen it all before. Little pellets, dead maggots, hemp, corn, bits of old ground bait. Let's go in. It's got to be used. It's been in and out of the freezer enough times. So have to remember not to put my sandwiches in that one. And actually, coming straight out of the freezer, it's sort of wet enough to be made straight into balls, so that's quite good. I'll feed up 2 areas and then I can switch between them. It's a shame actually, because I wanted to put the feeder rod around the corner here to the right, but I've had to put my keep net in there. I'm sure we can work around it. Get a bit of that in. Oh, that's gone. That's gone. Spurred them on a bit. Forgot the hand towel. Thought I left it in the bag from last week, but obviously not. Oh, didn't get him. I really don't need to be overhead casting for this, because they're literally right under my feet. There's loads of tiny ones like that. Yes, so fresh maggot. Leave the old ones on there. There's no point in taking off the skin because they'll eat it. Really, just the sort of softest cast. Oh, I lost it. So if you can see the water just pipping and bubbling all over the place. Just going to draw the, just draw it a little bit. Just sometimes that spurs them on. Yeah, they're knocking all over the place. Oh, that's a bit of a nicer one. That's a bit of a better stamp approach for. Oh, probably could swing this one, but we'll keep it in the net. Probably could have swung that one, but we put him in the net. Like I said, if you feed slightly further from where you've baited up, chances are the bigger fish are just sort of milling about on the edge of that sort of crowd of fish going nuts. So There you go. Is it me or did that work? Let's get him unhooked and just have a little look. Okay. Lovely fish, lovely roach. Look. In the keep net. I've got to remember to not just chuck them back. So. I don't really use the keep net very much, so it's a bit of a novelty. It means we get to see some fish in the end. Nice dip. Oh, that was a nice dip. Missed it. Okay, I'm gonna keep hold of the rod now because I'll bang it a bit. So. Missed a really nice bite, so but I'll keep hold of the rod now because I looked at the camera and saw the float disappear. As I was saying, I'm going to keep the rod in my hand because they seem to be taken quite quickly. In the keep net, not in the pond. Nearly. Caught one. Chuck a ball of bait. Still got 3 maggots. So I've got 3 maggots just hooked, just put on. Gonna let's give it a really light lob. Even that is too far. I've sort of been feeding here or slightly further in. So lovely take to camera there. Nice fish as well. Oh, have that one. Thank you. Scoffed it. Yoink. Have you out. Thank you. In the keep net. Have that hook back, please. There you go. Nothing wrong with them. They can go straight back out. Again, this is a bit overkill. Draw it in a little bit. Might be able to see the rings. It's not quite settled. There you go. Settled now. Oh, yeah, slight lift. Not enough to strike. Don't know if you can see those ripples. Things are all around it. Now, I would have expected a take by now. So I'm going to just put like one reel in on the line just to bring it forward a little bit. Yeah, see it pop back up. That might just spur them on. Oh yeah, a little nibble. There you go, take. Oh, and a nice take as well. Oh, nice take, nice fish. Dropped it. Flicker straight back out. Straight back to where it was. I can tell where I was because of that tree line on the water there. So I've been here a few hours now. I have had basically one of the best days fishing I've had for a while. It's only been about 2.5 hours. Just catching roach after roach and a few really nice rudd, stamp of roach and rudd coming out. Absolutely brilliant. No sign of the elusive tench, but to be honest, I'm not too bothered because, you know, I've had an absolute cracking day. I haven't filmed all of them because I just haven't really had a chance. It's just been so quick fire, quick hitting. I'll see if I can show you a few that I'm catching now. But the keep net is going to have some lovely fish in, so I can't wait to show you them. Well, it's oh, that's better. Well, it's certainly been a really good day. Lovely to get out. Absolutely baking hot. That's why I chose this swim. This is a side that I've been several times before, but you know, absolutely gorgeous in the shade. I've, you know, since they've redone this pond, it's pretty uniform, pretty level all throughout, so I'm really glad they've managed to get something sorted with it, because it's, well, it's only been back open for about a fortnight. This is the second time I've been back on the pond, so I've been able to get in it twice, last weekend and this weekend, so really great. So glad we had that tench out last week. Oh, big dip, big dip, big dip, nice roach. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, but he pulled off. Shame. Anyway, let's try again. Still got 3 on there. Anyway, I really need to get all this stuff packed up. I haven't got much space left on the memory card, so I'm saving the memory card space for if I get a tench, or showing you this net at the end. So, fingers crossed for the last 10 minutes. Try and snag one of them green ones. If not, I'm going to get the stuff packed up, and we'll get this nice net of fish show to you and put back. So, just going through some of these choice specimens. I've thrown a few of the small ones back, but these are the better of the bunch. Shall we see some of these? I mean, like, look, lots of these little roach and stuff, but some of these, I think there was 2 rudd. There's a rudd here. Look at this rudd. I think, oh, brace of absolutely cracking rudd. Look at them. Beautiful. Fish of the day for me, I think. That brace of really nice rudd. Both of them back. Let's get all of these back. Can never really remember how to get them all out of a net. There we go. Get them in the corner. So, great to see those last few fish there. Some absolutely lovely roach, especially those 2 rudd. Just the colour in those fins, and bigger than the palm of your hand. That's a sign of a good silver fish. So I've had a great time out. Obviously didn't catch the tench today, but you win some, you lose some. Had those 2 tench over the last 2 weeks. So that's all I can ask for, but oh well. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next one. Got to be out soon. Got to do a bit more bushcraft stuff. Got to do my char cloth video. That's up and coming, but I just thought, as the weather's been absolutely glorious, needed to get out and do a bit of fishing. So, well, thanks for watching. All the best. Catch you on the next one. Bye.